Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Golgari Storm deck in Timeless format. So this deck comes from Lily Mononoke, who placed #1 in the Timeless tournament. And I've been kind of delaying on, playing this deck because this deck is a little bit wild. And it is a very, very difficult deck to play. One mistake and you're just kind of out because it requires a very high precision in sometimes like dealing exact amount of damage with the Tendrils of Agony. So I've been delaying it, but finally I'm going to be checking out this Storm deck today. And basically the gist of it is to get to the Tendrils of Agony, casting a bunch of Beseech the Mirror. But it sounds easy, but how you get there is another story. So there's going to be a lot of mana manipulating in this deck with things like Phyrexian Tower, into sacrificing something like a Shambling Gas to get treasure. But we also have things like Springleaf Drum that can also color fix as well. On top of that, ramp with something like an Ornithopter. And you also have things like Calling Ritual. And this is especially useful for casting big spells, plus getting rid of hate cards such as Deafening Silence. And not to mention, there's also Breach as well. You can also breach into a bunch of dark rituals. So there's a lot of ways of ramping into the Beseech the Mirror. And once you do, you go directly into a bunch of other Beseech the Mirror into a Tendrils of Agony to storm off and win the game. Otherwise, you're going to be using this thing called Weather the Storm. This deck plays 3 copies of it, and you can use this to gain a bunch of life back. Because this card gives you so much life back in the deck, you can sometimes draw your entire deck. And once you draw your entire deck, you can even go into Thassa's Oracle, which we have 1 copy in the sideboard. So that is going to be the alternate win condition if your Tendrils of Agony gets shut down. So I am reluctantly excited to try this deck out. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Timeless BO3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Looks pretty good, I'll say. That's kind of cool that we can actually play a Dark Ritual into Necropotence here. I'll draw 9. We don't need Leyline. Yeah, probably don't need this. Maybe not to Calling Ritual. I'm gonna probably go like that. Because I wanna play Tendrils of Agony next turn. I don't think I'm gonna, exile anything. I'll probably just do this. Yeah, I don't have I'm 1 mana short on the Beseech. Okay, we got a breach. Okay, should be able to win here. Actually, I just got another Tendril of Agony. Can I go Beseech, grab Dark Ritual? Let me see. Ornithopter. Shambling Ghast. Nine cards there. Dark Ritual. A Dark Ritual. And Beseech. 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 The damages does come out of nowhere, which is kind of sick. We probably want like Damnation and more Calling Ritual, but that's probably about it. Do I want to have this just as a backup plan? I don't know. I already don't quite have like room for... I think I just like sideboard out the Orcish Bowmaster and call it a day. That's not good enough. This one, on the other hand, potentially. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Maybe I should have even Molly into Sanctity.
It's not perfect, but we have peace.
Oh wow. That's not good.
Picked up the trail. To battle!
Necro or Beseech top deck? Go.
Share in my vengeance.
Well, better than nothing.
I have failed you, brother.
Deafening silence. Nice. So how much can I draw? I'll need like a calling ritual. I'm taking 2, 3. If they play 2 creatures, 4, 5. Potentially. Let me be safe and just pass because they could have an Orcish Bowmaster to deal 1 additional damage. So if I draw, I die. They didn't get Calling Ritual. That's really bad. Really? I would have taken the Necropotence 100%. Especially in this given state. I think 4 is all I can draw. Okay. Huge. Actually humongous. If there is another turn, we can potentially win. No.
May our axes strike as one.
Wait, how did they play the Sajani, by the way? Oh, the Ragavan. No. That's unfortunate. That is most unfortunate. Okay, this is actually a pretty interesting hand. We need another land though to Beseech. Okay, there it is. Should I get rid of a ley line? That has to be wrong. Wow, that actually sucked. What is his hand? Yeah, that draw with the Necropones there was not it. Great find. I think we have to gamble for a Weather the Storm. I think we are dead next turn. Let's hope we get it. Hello? Okay, so we would have actually lost anyways, given the cards that we got. Last turn we only got lands too, and this turn we only got like lands and these cards, so. Alright, GG's. Yeah, that Necropons was very bad, I will say. Right, we got land, ley line, and bunch of lands this turn, last turn with the Necropons. And this turn, we only got lands into these cards. We never saw Weather the Storm. Okay. Let's hope that we dodge a Thoughtseize. And we did. So we actually don't even need to sacrifice a Springleaf Drum now. So we're in need of Weather the Storm. We did get a Tendrils of Agony though. That's really good. Really? Because they're gaining a life. Well, I do think I have the Tendrils of Agony probably. Just to gain back some life. I think they can deal like a maximum of 5 damage, but if it's an Orcish Bowmaster, it would be 6 damage, right? So I can't go below 7. Maybe I'll keep another Phyrexian Tower, just in case. Into another Static Prison. They keep taking away my stuff. Wow. I expected maybe like it had to be exactly Ragavan, right? There was nothing else. I can't believe it. I think we would have won here, right? That was kind of unlucky. I'm not gonna lie. Because also Ragavan is the card that they only play like 1 or 2 of in that deck. Played around Orcish Bowmaster, but didn't play around the Ragavan. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. What happened there? I think I can cut some Leyline in this matchup, probably. Yeah. That's funny. Like, yes, this this hand does have Necropones. But, like, the fact that, like, you're not gonna be playing Necropones until turn 3, like... That's pretty bad, in my opinion. And this hand is also kind of meh. Okay, I guess we're just mulliganing down to a land Dark Ritual. That sucks, by the way. Because this deck only plays one tap land. Yeah, the deck only plays one tap land. At least their hand was kind of slow. Yeah, we got Weather the Storm. Juggernaut. Really? Interesting. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I'll just play out the Orcish Bowmaster here. It sucks that we don't have any like Dark Rituals or anything. They're at 15. We still have 2 more Beseeches left in there. I feel like I'm 1 off. Yeah, I think I'm 1 off. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, what a pickup. How are they so good? That is pretty bad. They got another Juggernaut. By a pure chance. Why didn't they get rid of a Beseech or Tendrils Bagni? That's kind of weird. Okay, well, I'm way off now. But I think we still have to do it. So we played 1-2. Hold up. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Add mana for each permanent destroyed this way. So currently this is at, if I cast this, it's gonna deal 12 damage. But because I have a Tendrils in my hand, I can go probably just Calling Ritual here. Add that much mana. And then this will deal 14 damage exactly. Oh my god. This deck is a little bit... I'm not a fan of this deck. It's a puzzle. And I don't know if I like puzzle games. Yeah, I don't know if I like puzzle games. Well, I can cast Necropotence next turn. That's for sure. I think exiling this might be a little bit risky because now I only have one more Tendrils of Agony. Is it? I might regret this. Yeah, I might regret it. We'll see. No Dark Rituals. It's either the Breach or Damnation, I think. I think because I have a Calling Ritual, maybe I go Damnation. Oh. That's pretty good. Kind of. Do I have lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I do. One, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7 with the Breach, and then cast my Tendrils of Agony. That's 8, right? That's exactly 16 damage. How did my opponent know? How did my opponent know? Maybe they just got bored. Yeah, you know, maybe they just got bored because... So we're one land away. I don't think this is a bad hand. They have a subtlety. No. I can't cast it. Maybe I should have mulliganed. I regret it now. Now they have a counter spell. We keep drawing Chrome Mox instead of a land. Not like this. Into a tap land. Might have lost the game. I mean, I should have mulliganed. I should have mulliganed, man. Oh, come on. Like, how many Chrome Mox are we gonna draw? I mean, the thing is, I think we just need to force opponent from, you know, casting their counter spells, and then we top deck into another Necropotence and potentially, like, win the game like that. Because I don't think just waiting is gonna win me the game.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Okay. I think I've seen enough. Banned. Banned, banned, banned. We're gonna need some Veil of Summers and Defense Grid. Instead of a Calling Ritual, let's have an Assassin's Trophy. And probably Ley Lines can go. Might want a One Ring as well. I'll cut a copy of Weather the Storm. Okay. I think I'm going to get rid of a Demonic Tutor here. I think I might have misplayed by sacrificing this thing. So that's a Brainstorm opponent has. Okay, so we go to... Oh, we have a Duress as well. Very nice. What should we cut? Maybe Assassin's Trophy can go out. I might regret it. Nice. I would love to go drum here, but they could have a removal. So I'm just gonna play out the Necropotence here. Maybe I should have played a drum first and then into an Ornithopter, but they could have a subtlety there. So I don't know, right? I think this is probably the most fail-safe, honestly. Yeah. Let's actually draw more. Since it's not an aggro deck. Okay, we want to land. We probably want to develop Summer. It sucks that we actually drew 3 breaches. That's really bad. Yeah, that's a lot of breaches we drew. That is a lot of breaches. Maybe we don't need 1 ring. They got a counter spell there. Probably just play this out. We're gonna have a Veil of Summer, so... Let's go to 2 because of an Orcish Bowmaster. Actually, no, they're not Sultai, but... Probably going to 1 when we have a fetch land isn't the smartest idea. Ooh, okay. So far, our hand kind of sucks. We've not drawn a Dark Ritual yet, which sucks. We've not drawn an Orcish Bowmaster, which also sucks. Not only that, we don't have much cards to play here. Man, this is actually really, really bad. Our hand is so bad. Our hand is so bad. I should have maybe considered playing a Phyrexian Tower just to have 1 more land here. I mean 1 more mana. So I can go weather the storm. It doesn't matter if they counter this. So I'll go Dark Ritual. I'll draw 1 more card. Nah, I should just Dark Ritual here. Huh, that's actually... Yeah, I should have definitely played the Phyrexian Tower, huh? Okay, super awkward because I didn't play Phyrexian Tower. Might have kind of misplayed this game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I may have misplayed. think I have to pass. I may have misplayed. They're not making it easy, huh? I think I have to play it. Okay. Stuck. Gain some life. Is this worth countering? Because technically, like, I'm drawing a card. This represents, this one Weather the Storm represents 4 cards, right? By playing the Veil of Summer. It's because I drew like 3 breaches this game. That this game is like harder than expected. It shouldn't be this hard. But we drew all the breaches, Beseech this game. Also, actually, opponents at 8? Maybe I can just win with the Tendrils of Agony? Yeah, opponents at 8. We also have a breach as well. Kind of a hard game. Huh. Question is, do I use it now? I don't think I'm in a rush. Because they could have another one. Yeah. Yeah, we got a Bowmaster. I'm gonna be discarding these 2 anyway, so I'll have exactly 7 to keep. So I don't think I should be in rush to play out the Bowmaster here. Okay, they pass. Thinking about it, like, how am I gonna win with this hand? Yeah, how am I gonna win with this hand? Thinking about it. Oh no. Oh no. My hand is terrible. My hand is so bad. Okay, 1 counter spell gone. Oh, they have another one. I don't think I can win anymore because I drew so bad. Not like this. They could have a spell pierce. I think I'm dead. I drew so bad. Feels bad, man. We didn't get a duress there. Veil of Summer, another Weather the Storm, Breach. Maybe a defense grid or even just Tendrils of Agony drawing. Wait, that's stock? How did that stick? I should have played these. I didn't think it would stick. No way it's a Flusterstorm. It could be a Veil of Summer as well. Oh, maybe I should have gone Weather the Storm. No way. Okay, so I've learned my mistake this game. Against a green deck, always bring alternate win condition. So I lost this because of my inexperience, basically. I mean, I do have a Shambling Gas plus a Necropotence, but might be kind of slow. It might be kind of slow. Swamp. Loris Swamp into Thoughtseize. Rakdos. Nope. Mardu energy.
Where shall we hunt today?
Wow. Impressive. We might be able to win if we get like a Beseech we get like something like a Beseech.
Let fury ignite your heart.
That is definitely not part of our win condition here. Wow. Are you kidding me? That would have been it. Right, that would have been it.
To me!
I think we might have actually won the game there. But I think it's too late now. Because now they're gaining life every single turn with the Guide of Souls. There's a lot of energy. And energy seems like a pretty tough matchup. There's a lot of energy. Like, a lot. So Leyline, Chrome Mox on maybe a Shambling Ghast. Okay, got Weather the Storm. I think we're gonna Weather the Storm here. It's only bad if they actually have a removal spell for this Necropones. So I probably should keep this one. And since I have a Beseech, I don't need a Demonic Tutor anymore. Okay, so I'll play the Chrome Mox on the Necropones. Then I'll play the Springleaf Drum. And I'll just Weather the Storm. Maybe I'll get like an extra dark ritual here. Double Weather the Storm. Tendrils of Agony. Dark Ritual. Overgrown Tomb. Okay, I think I'll save the Dark Ritual then. There's a good chance they get rid of a Springleaf Drum as well. Can I win? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I have exactly enough. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 Beseech into Tendrils of Agony. That's 8. At least that's what I think. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Into Tendrils of Agony, that's 8. But the original copy casts 1, right? Oh, they're just dead because they shocked. So this should be 16 damage. Okay. I think we go again with this, yeah. I feel like the deck is way too difficult to pilot. I think that's a huge problem with the deck. Because it's too difficult to pilot for ladder purposes, like it's just not gonna work. Okay, we're gonna need like lands.
What a beautiful day, brother.
They have it again. Hmm.
I've picked up the trail. To battle! Share in my vengeance.
Okay. So, if I Calling Ritual here, I only get 3 mana. But then I can play the Phyrexian Tower for the extra. Oh no, I made a mistake. But it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll get 2, and then I'll get 2 from here.
I could not stop the coming war.
I do think I kind of made a mistake because if I just played the Chrome Mox beforehand, before firing off the Calling Ritual, I actually wouldn't have had to get rid of a Beseech there. So yeah, a little bit of a pilot mistake there. Deafening silence. Okay, that's kind of annoying. So like, what are we looking for? We're looking for another Calling Ritual, right? Or Demonic Tutor. Beseech isn't gonna work, but it's gonna let me tutor for it. It also sucks that we didn't get any creature. Super close game. Darn. Am I dead? Am I dead? What a close game this was. Unbelievable. Like, unfreaking believable. GG's opponent. This was super close. So yeah, there you have it. Alright guys, so we played this deck despite it's not a kind of deck that I would play on the ladder just because it requires just a very, very high precision gameplay and it also like requires a lot of like thinking. Like, you know, like the best I can do is Dark Ritual into Sword. And especially like this deck kind of rewards you for actually like knowing the deck fully because you're dealing with like tutor spells, 5 copies of tutor spells. If you play the deck enough and you know what to tutor at the right moment, like it's going to increase your win rate by quite a bit, especially considering the sideboard has a lot of 1-ofs as well, right? For example, like one thing I found out from playing this deck already is sideboarding in Thassa's Oracle against Veil of Summer decks, and potentially even decks with Leyland's Sanctity, because then it's going to shut down our, you know, Tendril of Agony. Like, just knowing little things like that does increase the deck's win rate quite a bit. But it seems like the sideboarding is not that hard because you can just take out some Leyland of Sanctity for some of these cards. Yeah, I mean, the deck is very sweet, but requires a lot of critical thinking, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot of you. So games are gonna take long. I think for ladder play, I don't think this deck is for me. Even if it is powerful, even if it's like a tier 0 deck, I don't think I would be able to play this deck on the ladder. But it is really cool, and it's also pretty cool to watch as well because there's so many lines, right? There's so many lines you can take with this deck. So yeah, that's my 2 cents with the deck. The deck is very good, but it's going to take a toll out of you playing this deck. But I mean, there's some people out there that only play these kind of decks. I know a few people out there, like such as Greenwire, like he just likes playing a lot of Storm decks that requires a lot of cards per turn. This is not for me, but it's definitely a cool deck. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.